on the wrong, the first thing you're going to do with your gusset is you're going to knit across those stitches, and then we're going to start picking those up. So I'm just going to do that. You don't slip anymore, you just knit. So you're going to knit those stitches across the heel. You can delete that bit.
Edit. You like the sound effects.
Sorry, I don't need that bit of your wool in there. So now I've done that bit, I'm going to start picking up my loops here. See those?
Yep.
And you're going to knit those into the back, so you twist them, it makes them tighter. And you're going to pick up your appropriate, and if you've picked up the one you've already done, you can see that you've got a stitch in it, so you have to go down one. And knit into the back of it. This just makes a nicer, firmer pick-up edge. So I'm picking up 13 stitches down here. And this is, we're now getting ready to start knitting in the round again, and that will be bringing the front into play again. No, I've knitted that one. Now I've done all my loops. So what you need to do is go back and count however many stitches you needed across that bit, which for me was 16 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And then you're going to count that you have knitted 14 down here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And then you're going to pick up one stitch in this gap here. Now, quite often that can look like a wide gap, and that's where you often get a hole. Just a little trick is if you pick up that one and that one there, knit the two together, and it totally closes your gap up. The pattern says just knit one, but it's good to know that you can close that gap by knitting two together, or if necessary 3 together. It's just so it closes up tight. Then you're going to come across, well, I'm just knitting across the front sock now on a separate needle. Now I've knitted across my front sock. Don't forget to slip that into the middle so you don't lose stitches, so it's in your bendy bit. Now we're going to do the same on this side, but because we haven't got a spare needle, I use my bendy tip needle as Dana as my extra needle.
Right.
So I'm going to pick up, because I picked up that loop there. And I mean, in theory, I could just knit that, but just in case you've picked up that extra stitch as well, I'm going to, when I get hold of it, I'm going to pick that one up and I'll knit the two together. If everything's nice and tight, you do not have to do this. You just knit your one stitch. But it's just one of those tips I've read somewhere or seen somewhere of how to close that gap off. And then I'm just going to pick my stitches up with this because it makes it easy to knit into the back of the stitch. So I'm just using this as my pickup until you've got the right number of stitches again. And then in your pattern it will tell you how many stitches you should have on your back needle, because remember this is the back of the sock and you should have X number of stitches depending on your size. Okay. Nothing like a bent tip needle. If for any reason you happen to have like 2 more stitches or 1 more stitch than you should, just do the illegal thing and knit 2 together and make it even, okay? Quite often when you're first doing them you end up with 2 stitches more than you should. Don't worry about it. As long as it's even, you can just do your gusset decreases for 2 extra rows, okay? As long as if they're uneven, lose one. If they're even, don't stress about it. And I don't think I need to pick that up. That should be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yes, I do. Because that was the extra stitch before still there, so I still need to pick that one up. And then what you are going to do is you're going to knit all of this back to here, so that all your heel or your back sock is on one needle. Okay? So yeah.
So you're making one extra, releasing one needle, because now you've got all 3 with knitting on it.
Yep.
So you're just knitting those stitches all
so we want
the same needle.
you to be back to having a front sock and a back sock.
Yeah,
And your
needle.
knitting needle, your one knitter. Yeah. So once you've got that all done, you are ready to start your gusset decreasing. And I mean that is quite simple. You do your decreases on every alternate row. So you do a decrease row and then a plain row, I mean a round, a whole round. You're back to doing rounds again. And you can see your little heel sticking out there.
Yeah, that's
little
cute.
little friend. He's supposed to be there. You haven't done anything wrong. And you can see that now my back, I've got all my stitches for my back sock on one needle and my front on the other. So you're now continuing for the rest of it in rounds.
Oh, in rounds. Right.
You are back to rounds. Remember to pull your first couple of stitches tight.
Yeah.